What's going on, everybody? It is time for Conquer Your Kitchen. I'm your man Tony, and I'm here today with, obviously, come on, I'm dressed in football gear. And what goes better with football than hot wings? Hot wings, you can't have a football game without hot wings, right? Got my Bears jersey on, and I'm not even really a big football fan, but this is the only football gear I had because it's Devin Hester, who was the best punt return, kick return man ever to lace them up at Soldier Field, probably in all football, but I digress. Let's get to the hot wings, okay? I'm going to show you a couple of tips, a couple little secrets, a couple of things that are going to make this pop for you, okay? Your guests are going to love it, you're going to love it, so let's jump right into it. Okay, I just have some chicken wings that I've already cut up, the flats and the drumsticks. I've already separated. I'll show you how to do that in a second. Some all-purpose flour, and then here I have a combination of spices. I have some seasoned salt, you know, the one that comes with the orange top, starts with an L, that one. Some garlic powder, onion powder, some cayenne pepper, and some paprika just for color. And of course, got to hit it with a little fresh black, okay? So what I'm going to do is, here's the first thing that people seem to get wrong. I don't want to insult anybody, I'm just saying, okay? They take the seasoning, put it in the flour, and then dump the wings in there and season them like that. That's okay, and it works, but the best thing to do is to season your chicken first, okay? And that, I'm not going to dump all this in here because that would just be way too overpowering, okay? So all I'm going to do is take a little bit and sprinkle it in here. I believe I ended up with 13 little pieces here. So it depends on how many you're making. I have a couple of cups. I have 2 cups of flour here. So just get this in here and get it going. Now, honestly, I actually did have, put just a touch more. I did have some gloves that I was going to use for this part. I forgot to put them on. Yeah, it's too late now. All right. So, not that I care, but sometimes people want to see you using gloves. But whatever. Let's move on. I'm going to move those out of the way for just a second. Look, I even got the towel to match this jersey instead of the pink. You guys know I love the pink, but you know, Bears, I had to go with the orange. All right, so to cut up a chicken wing, what I do is I first start with, hello, Tony. I start with the little tip because nobody eats those. Find the crease in the middle of the V and just go straight down. If you got a sharp enough knife, it'll go right through. Okay, as far as the other one, same thing. Find the V, go down, and you'll kind of feel where the joint of the bone is, and it'll just slice right apart. All right, throw those in there. Again, right where the middle of the V is, go right down, comes right off. Open it up, go down, slice, let your knife do the work. Sometimes you got to fiddle a little bit, but eventually you'll find where that joint of the 2 bones comes together, and you slice right through there, and you're good to go. All right, so just want to take these and mix them up. Now, one of the things that people think of when they think of frying food is that they have to have an egg wash. Don't do that. All right, just don't do it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but what's going to happen, instead of getting a nice crispy crust, you're going to get more of a thick breading, and that's not what you want with hot wings. So what we're going to do is just spray them with a little water. Just spray them with a little water, all right? And let that do its thing there. Move those aside. We get our spices in here. And let me grab a fork just so we can get that mixed up. All right, now here's another little tip that I'll give you. Instead of putting your meat, whether it's chicken, hot wings, pork chops, fried chicken, whatever you want to do, instead of just putting them right into the seasoning in the bowl, into the flour mixture, I'm going to show you something else. Because what happens is the salt is more coarse than the flour. So as you move it around, some of that salt drops to the bottom. So if you've ever done this and you notice that the stuff that you breaded last is more salty than the stuff you breaded first, that's why. So what we're going to do is, I usually have a bag, like a Ziploc bag. I don't have one of those. I'm out. So, bam. Everybody has these lying around, right? So it's just like shake and bake. Pour your flour in there, and the cool thing about this is that when you're done with it, tie it up, put it in the refrigerator, use it the next time. You don't have to throw away your flour. Make sure you say, oh, but it's chicken. Well, yeah, but you're cooking it. See where I'm going here? All right, so just take these, and we're gonna put them in here. Just, I'll say we'll put them in 6 at a time. And then grab the tops and just shake it. Now I have double bagged. I double bagged it because sometimes these bags tend to have holes in them. Okay, you don't want that. You'll make that mistake once. So, all right, then you take them out, and you're going to take these and just knock them together. It knocks off the excess. All right, and as long as you remember how many you put in there, you won't go digging around for them at the bottom of the bag. Well, if you have to, you can do that too. Not a big deal. Throw the rest of these in. I'm just going to shake these up and then get them put out on the plate. So I have the last of those out. Let's just move this out of the way because I won't need that for a second. I am going to need it though, because we're not done here. We're not done here. This is why I was going to use the gloves, but that's okay. I have the towel. All right, so what you want to do now is make sure these are separated. All right, make sure they're separated, and then come back with your water. Come back with your water. You get the spray bottle at the dollar store. That's where I got these. Hit them with some water. All right, don't soak them, just get them moist. I know a lot of people don't like that word, but whatever, get over it. Okay, so spray them down, come back in on the other side, spray them down again. Now Tony, why are you spraying the hot wings with water? You guys remember back in school, paper mache, water and flour make what? Glue. Okay, it's a rudimentary form of glue, but what you're doing is you're going to make all the flour stick to the wing, so that when you put them in the water, now you go and do that and you're gonna have a mess all over this place. Take the wings, put them back in the flour. When you go and put them in the oil, all of your flour is going to stick to your wings instead of all sinking to the bottom of whatever frying vessel you're using. I actually have a deep fryer. You want that at 375, okay? And that's all you got to do. Just shake it up, and all your spices, since they're being shaken around, are all going to get on the wing, and nothing's going to fall to the bottom. This is all about flavor. You guys know, you know how I am about flavor. All right, so let's get these onto the plate, and then you're going to spray them down one more time, and then that'll be it. Okay, so let's get these all out. Got one more there. Now I can put that away permanently, and then I will be able to close it up, throw it in the refrigerator, use it the next time. Hit it with another spritz of water, just like that. Flip it over, hit it with some more water, and just a thin coat. Again, we're not soaking the wings, we're just forming a paste. All right, so these you're gonna let just sit. Don't touch them, don't do anything with them, don't look at them, don't talk to them, don't do anything. Let them sit for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to start frying. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So these have been sitting for about 7 to 8 minutes. Don't have to hold the whole 10. All you're trying to do is make sure that you get a nice kind of a crusty paste or pasty crust, some kind of way. Just let it sit. Okay, I have my deep fryer, and if you can see that, I'm not sure if the camera will pick that up, but it is at 375. That's where you want your grease. that you're going to fry in. Okay, now when you're doing your grease, when you're heating up your grease, you want to make sure you have enough in whatever pot, pan, vessel, whatever that you're using, that the wings will be submerged in them. You want them all the way in the grease. That's why they call it deep frying. Otherwise, you're going to get a flat crust. If you just pan fry them, you're going to get a flat crust on the bottom, and then when you flip it, you got to do the other side, and the sides don't do that. All right, even if you have to use a smaller pot to get the grease up there, you can do that. All right, so we're right at 375, so I'm just going to go ahead and toss these in. And if you want a trick when you are heating up your grease, what you can do is just take a little bit of water. A little bit of water. I mean, I'm talking about dip your fingers in some water and throw it in the grease. When that water stops making noise, you know your grease is ready. All right, so I'm just going to get these in here, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so that means there's 6 in there. I'm going to do all of them. I'm going to let them all fry. When they're done, I'll come back and I'll show you what we have. So these have been frying, for about maybe 10 minutes, and that is what you want. Look at that color, that's beautiful. But don't go by color alone, okay? Because sometimes you can screw up your grease temperatures and your colors will be all off. Be done on the outside, not on the inside. So get yourself a thermometer or something that's letting you know that you're at 375. And this is the other thing I want to show you. Look at that. When it floats, it's done, okay? Anything that you're frying, basically, good rule of thumb is when it floats, it's done, all right? So we're just going to get these out. The first batch I just put on a rack, had it in the oven. We're going to move that out of the way, and actually we'll go ahead and unplug that and let it start cooling down. So the first batch I just took out, just had it on a rack, put it on a paper towel, throw it in the oven, 200 degrees, because you want it to stay crispy, but you don't want it to keep cooking. Okay, so we got these, and we'll give it the old test I got from. That's crispy. I stole this trick from one of my other YouTube friends, Chef John. He always does the fork test to let you know that it is crispy. So these are done. Let's get these out of the way. That's a little warm. And as a matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop these back in the oven so that they all stay warm. So those are there. And let's work on the sauce. Now, some people don't know the difference, I'm going to tell you, between buffalo wings and hot wings. Buffalo sauce traditionally uses butter. I particularly don't like that taste, so I stay away from it, okay? Butter is good, 90% of the things you put it in. But yeah, there's just something about the hot wings, I just like this taste. So if you want to put butter in there, make them buffalo wings, go for it. Just put some melted butter in what I'm getting ready to show you, and you'll have buffalo wings. What I have here is just some Louisiana hot sauce. Go with the Louisiana. If you can't get Louisiana, use Trappy's. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be doing endorsements, but they're not paying me, so what difference does it make? All right, and then I just have some homemade chili sauce that I made here, and this is some hot sauce, some blended up chili powder, and some garlic, and a little bit of salt and pepper. So put that in there. And then I have some habanero hot sauce. Put that in there. And then just some honey. The honey is going to kind of take some of the sting off. Not a lot, just kind of enough to let you know that you didn't go all hot, because actually what it is the sweet from the honey and the sour from the vinegar, they complement each other pretty well. Okay, and as you see, I don't have a ton of sauce here because I only have 13 little pieces. Okay, so this is going to depend totally on how much you want to put in there. Now let me give you a disclaimer. If you don't want to put everything I put in there, just hit it with some hot sauce and you'll be good. But this is the recipe I like. All right, some kind of hot sauce, some kind of garlic, and some honey. The habanero was just left over from something else I cooked, so I just used it. All right, So let's get our wings out. And then this part, I actually will put the gloves on, not because it's overly hot or anything, but because I want to make sure I get really good coverage. All right, and the reason I have this large bowl is because now we can take them, and I might not even need to do the glove thing, and you can just flip them. Okay, and you're getting that all in there, and yeah, I will need to do the glove thing. All right, so this is where the gloves come in, and just get them all covered. You want every single bit of these wings covered, and then you are in good shape. Get you some. I have some carrots, not carrots. You can use carrots, but I like celery. Put some celery on the plate. Just had those soaking in some water. You know how to cut celery. I'm not going to go over that with you. Okay. Blue cheese. Of course, some people, most people, except me, do ranch. No, no, no. I will never, ever let ranch cross my lips unless I'm getting paid for it. I do not like ranch. I have to have blue cheese with my hot wings. So there we have it, folks. This is going to be my dinner. If you are into watching your figure, you might not want to do this one. Or do it as an indulgence, because you got to treat yourself every now and then. I'm all about being healthy, but treat yourself every now and then. All right, so let's go ahead and taste one of these bad boys. Let's see what we got. Heaven, I'm in heaven. That is so good. That is so good. And that took me, what, 20 minutes? Really, start to finish, 20, 25 minutes? That is good. Now, usually this is where the video ends, but I have a special little surprise for you guys. Not really a surprise, but this is Dave's Insanity. Some of the hottest sauce on the market. And I have had this bottle for a while, so it has had time to, you see the color is even turned on me, because I've had it for a long time. So I'm going to go ahead and dip this wing in here, and then try to do my closeout with a mouthful of heat. And usually I only use like a drop of this stuff, because it's insanely hot. Here we go. Well, that's not the best idea I've ever had, but I will continue. Oh man. Okay, here's the deal. I said I was going to do this. If I can get 250 likes on this video, I'll do an entire 6-piece hot wing challenge with using only Dave's Insanity. Okay, so tell your friends, and if they want to see me sweat on camera, I'll do it for them. Okay, boy, that is hot. That is really, really hot. My whole mouth is on fire. Take a hot wing, dip it in some of the ranch if you use it. In my case, blue cheese. Yeah, so this is going to be my dinner. I don't have any starters to go with it, but I don't really care. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm on fire here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, right down there is a little subscribe button on the screen. Just push it and then click the bell. You'll be notified. You'll be notified of every time I post a video. I come to you guys every Monday, and I'm sweating. And what else was I going to say? Oh, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, and leave comments in the comment section if you've ever had Dave's Insanity. If you would, if you wouldn't try it, But again, 250 likes on this video, I'll do an entire 6-piece challenge of just Dave's Insanity hot sauce on the wings. So I'm gonna go and cool off my mouth. Until I see you again next time, I just want to say peace out, God bless you, and go Bears. Bye-bye.